setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm happy you're with me. I'm always happy that you're with me. But you know what's so special about today is that it's the Monday before Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about it in just a bit. I'll be right back.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518. Or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
I always look forward to this day, Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites. It's that time where we begin to start planning our food menus and start cooking and start calling up people and saying, hey, what are you going to bring? I love that day. I just love Thanksgiving Day. I don't think that many people, and I have a suspicion right now that in most of our public schools, they really don't teach what Thanksgiving is all about, even though it's a historical type of a holiday. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what it's all about, okay, and how it first started. So Thanksgiving right now is a federal holiday. So that means everybody across the United States stops for one day and gives thanks. It's a national holiday in the United States. And it's celebrated on the fourth Thursday of every November. So the fourth Thursday of every November, we look forward to that day because it's Turkey Day and Pumpkin Pie Day and all kinds of good stuff day. It first originated as a harvest festival, so Thanksgiving has been celebrated nationally on and off since 1789. It's a long time ago. With a proclamation, and it was done by a proclamation by George Washington, our very first president. After a request by Congress said, hey, let's all agree to have one day to give thanks. It's probably the only time we ever had a really solid 100% vote for one single day. I don't think we'll ever see that again. In fact, I can probably guarantee you we probably won't ever see that again because we got a whole bunch of turkeys in Congress. That's the problem, gobbling away up there. So George Washington in Congress first started Thanksgiving. It was really celebrated in Plymouth Rock a long time ago. So it's a very special day to Americans. Thomas Jefferson, first started choosing not to celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't know why. I don't see a historical reason why. And then it was celebrated on and off for all those years up until Abraham Lincoln, when Thanksgiving became a federal holiday in 1863. So it's been celebrated since 1789, and then it became official in 1863 during the American Civil War. So Lincoln proclaimed a national day of Thanksgiving and praise to the Father for providing all of these wonderful blessings that we get. And it was supposed to be celebrated on the last Thursday in November, and it's continued that ever since. Under President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the day was changed between 1939 and 1941 amid significant controversy. Of course, there would be controversy. Anytime Americans are having fun and government gets involved, it becomes a controversy. That's a sad thing, isn't it? Thanksgiving has been proclaimed by Congress as being the fourth Thursday in November. Thanksgiving is regarded as being the beginning of the fall-winter holiday season, along with Christmas and the New Year in American culture. So it's been with us a long, long time, and we celebrate it lovingly every single year. I think that part of the problem is that we forget really what it's all about. It's about this day that we give thanks, and we're supposed to be very thankful for all of the blessings, big and small, good and bad, every single Thanksgiving day. We should be celebrating it every single day of our life, waking up every morning saying, hey, thank you, I'm very thankful for everything that I have. But it's also the time, one day of the year, that we stop everything and we begin to say, okay, what am I thankful for? What has happened? What am I going to plan for next year to be even a better year than this year? Thanksgiving. It's a great day, right? I mean, I remember when I have so many fond memories of being a kid and celebrating Thanksgiving. I used to love when my grandmother would come over, and she and I would begin giggling and laughing. And I still remember that this day of how I would make her laugh and make her say, sometimes she would say, you know what, Mike, you're a pill. But those are what Thanksgiving is about, is those times that you spent with your family. If you have a family now, make sure that this day is special. Make sure that your children are understanding what it's all about. And when the cousins come over, and the aunts and the uncles and the friends and the future family members, remember what this day is really about. And we have a whole week to get ready for it. I bet you there are some moms right now sitting down at their desks going through the Betty Crocker online recipe place and looking. I mean, I've done it too. Seeing what kind of new recipe I can cook up for Thanksgiving. I know I've done it too, because you want to be creative every single year. And the truth is that no matter what you cook, people are going to be happy. Because I have had a lot of good memories. Well, first when I was a kid sitting at the kids' table. We had this big old kids' table. And all of us little kids would sit there with all of our cousins and friends. And we would giggle and laugh and sometimes even throw a little food at each other. But it was a fun time. And then I remember moving up to the adult table. And let me tell you, I was somebody. As I looked over at the little kids' table, I said, you know what? I am somebody now. I am an adult at the Thanksgiving table. You have these memories that go on through the rest of your life, and you sit down with your godchildren or actual children and cousins and nieces and nephews, and you say, you know what? When I was a kid... And then as you say this, you said, oh my God, I sound like my dad and mom. We go through that time, right? We go through that time where we become adults, and all of a sudden we realize that we're adults. And we said, my God, I'm so thankful I've made it this far. That is life. And that is Thanksgiving. But remember to tell your children and tell your grandchildren how Thanksgiving came about and what the true meaning of it was about when the Pilgrims sat down and had their first Thanksgiving and was thankful for the harvest that they had come off the corn and the wheat and everything else that they had just grown and picked and was storing for the winter. They were thankful for what God had provided them. And I think it's a very important lesson for every single one of us who are celebrating Thanksgiving. Because that's what it's really all about. It's the celebration of being thankful. The other good thing is that at Thanksgiving time, at least it was a tradition in my house. At Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving was when we put up the Christmas tree. Now in my house, I put the Christmas tree up the day before Thanksgiving so that people can take pictures in front of it as they're sitting there waiting for dinner to be served. But they can take pictures, they can make their postcards, they can do whatever else is there. And we always put a lot of little toys for all the little kids to play with while they're waiting for kids, and it's all wrapped up, and the kids are ready to play, and they're ready to eat for that. They're waiting for that Thanksgiving meal. And so the Christmas tree has become a symbol of the beginning of the Christmas holiday at Thanksgiving time. And it's become a tradition now in the house to put that Christmas tree up either the day after or the day before Thanksgiving. It makes a really beautiful holiday scene inside the house. I have so many beautiful pictures of my home when it was being decorated for Thanksgiving and also for Christmas at the same time. It really meant a lot to the friends and family that came over. They were thrilled to come over. They could hardly wait to get there. It's a good memory, isn't it? I think that you have those memories too. All of us who are Americans, and we celebrate this Thanksgiving Day, we have a whole bunch of memories. It's a really good feeling. And then we also started to play the Christmas music. And Christmas becomes the next holiday after Thanksgiving. We're thankful for all the blessings, and then we go out and we go in debt. That is the life of an American during the holidays. But it's a great time. It's a wonderful time. And we have to be very thankful for this day that we can spend some time together laughing and turn the Christmas music on, take pictures, start drinking the eggnog, some unspiked and other that is spiked. It's life. Thanksgiving life, and I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments or some really nice memories of Thanksgiving, send them over to me via text. Then tell me what you're thankful for at 818-252-5682. You can text it to 818-252-5682. Everybody, go out. Start celebrating. Let's get going. I'm thankful for having you as my listeners. Join me every single day. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. For every year this Christmas tree brings to us such joy and glee. Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging, a symbol of goodwill and love. You'll ever be unchanging, each shining light, each silver bell, no one alive spreads cheer so well. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This podcast has been produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.